Holiday treat number 3, we're making chocolate dipped shortbread cookies today. Welcome to Help at Home, your resource for great recipes and easy learning. I'm Jim Hightower. Today we're making chocolate dipped shortbread cookies. They're a treat to eat, they're low in sugar, and they're easy to make. What could be easier? So grab your pen and paper. Here come the easy ingredients. You will need 1 cup of softened butter, 2 cups flour, 1/4 cup sugar, or for my favorite diabetics, 1/8 cup of Splenda Sugar Blend, which is 2 tablespoons. It's that easy. And don't forget your most important ingredient. You'll need 2 cups of semisweet chocolate chips. Preheat your oven to 350 degrees, and this goes faster than I don't know what. In the bowl, I've got my 2 sticks of softened butter. Best practice would be to set them out for an hour, maybe up to 2. I wouldn't really recommend melting it because it changes the consistency. I'll toss in my sugar and all you're trying to do here is just kind of whip up your butter and cream the sugar. That's pretty much it. There's so small amount of sugar in there that it really doesn't take any time. You know the drill. Scrape the sides of your bowl and the bottom. Then 2 cups of flour. Mix it in. I'm going to stop at this point to let you take a look at this. Now, it is soft and it will mash together, but if you started with hard butter, it's going to be a hard, buttery, crumbly mess, and all you have to do is just set your butter out. So do that. You can save a whole lot of heartache just by planning ahead and setting that butter out. And as it mixes up, it'll kind of warm up the butter some more and it'll go together. When it starts to clean the bowl, you're done. You've seen that before. That's it. I have a sopping wet paper towel and I'm going to wipe all over my counter here. Set that aside. Take my parchment paper and then the water will make it stick down. It won't stick forever, so you got to keep going. Get some flour. Sprinkle that work surface. Get out your rolling pin, the one that says you're in charge. It's such a simple dough and you can make it very quickly. I'll push that together. If you end up with some little bits of butter there and it's kind of sticky, put a little flour on it. It'll fix you right up. Roll this out to about 1/2 inch. Okay, that's about perfect. We're going to cut out our shapes. I've got a star, snowman, Christmas tree, and a little Christmas bell. You just push it in there. Now, with parchment paper, you don't need to spray or butter it, but if you use foil, you definitely do. Tap it out. Prep tips. Don't let your dough sit out too long, because if that butter just gets super, super soft, it's going to be a sticky mess. Now, with one that doesn't stick in, you need to get your thinnest spatula, scoop under there really fast, slide it right onto your pan real fast. You can't pick this stuff up, it's too soft. And this goes into the 350 degree oven for anywhere from 8 to 20 minutes. They should just be set and maybe a little brown on the edges. You gotta watch it. And of course it depends on how thick you make them. Not over 1/2 inch. I'm sorry, I don't have them coming out of the oven to show you because life happened and I had to do family stuff. But they took about 13 minutes to cook. I cooled them on a cooling rack. Remember, give them 5 minutes to cool on the cookie sheet, then put them on a cooling rack. They really need to cool to room temperature, or even overnight if you want, before you dip them in the chocolate, because you want them to be nice and set and held together. Otherwise they're going to break and you'll be sad. And nobody wants to be sad on the holidays. Here's my bag of semi-sweet chocolate chips. That's 2 cups. Put them right in. You really want these as opposed to milk chocolate chips because those don't set up as firmly as these. They set up kind of soft and messy, and nobody wants that over the holidays. Also, you'll need 2 teaspoons of canola oil. You can eye it, just don't go crazy, okay? There's 1 and 2. I just think the 2 helps to keep it just a little bit thinner, and you won't have as many problems. Put this into your microwave. About 30 seconds at a time, stir, and go back. If it's getting close, I would drop to 15 seconds at a time and stir. If you overcook this, they'll get dry, gritty, nasty, and most times you just can't come back from that, so be careful. It should be smooth and silky and creamy, like chocolate. This is what 1 minute looks like, and it's practically there. It's a little bit gritty, just a few pieces left, but it's awfully smooth. Look at that. I'm going to do 15 seconds, and remember, when you put this in the microwave and it finally gets hot, it's going to stay hot for a little bit, so you can always stop just a little bit shy of what you think you need, because it'll still be going. And I find the easiest thing to stir with is just get a butter knife. Ooh, it's beautiful. Look at that again. Just... Here's the thing. You want to move fast. You don't want this to cool off. Here are my cookies. I'm working with a dozen. You just take one and dip it in there. You can shake it if you want. Let it drip off. Kind of wipe the back on the side. Set it down. If you wanted more on that edge, dip that edge in there. It's whatever you want. And see, I broke the top off. Well, that will happen. So, you just dip, wipe, carefully, let it set down to cool. See, there's nothing to it. And everybody will be just amazed and in awe at your incredible talents. Let's say you didn't want to mess with dipping them. You could just drizzle the chocolate over it if you wanted to. That's pretty too. And if you find that your chocolate's starting to get a little shallow, use your butter knife or whatever. Scrape it down there and then dip on the slant and just keep going. There's nothing to get upset or excited about. Prep tips. Take your pan of cookies, put them into your refrigerator for about 15 to 30 minutes until they're nice and set. You can tell when they're set because they don't shine or glisten. They don't have that oily look. It's kind of a matte brown. That's what you want. That means you can touch them without getting dirty. And so can the people that eat them. Then you want to put them on a nice tray or platter or something, and then you just make a nice design. Here's another prep tip. When you make designs and things like I did, take a picture of it. This happens to be a laser copy. It's black and white, but that way you can recreate things and it's no big deal. If you like this recipe for chocolate dipped shortbread cookies, and they're low in sugar and great for diabetics too, give them a thumbs up. Subscribe and share with your friends who like to cook or just want to learn how. Drop me a line in the comments below about your experiences with this recipe and what else you'd like to learn in the kitchen. Click the bell in the top right hand corner for notifications. I'm Jim Hightower, and remember, everyone needs help, even me. Happy holidays. Holiday treat. They're easy to make. They're a low sugary. They really need a room. Here's my bag of semi-sweet chocolate milk. I did it again. Did that in another earlier video.